Welcome back to the LFC Fact File, where we dig into the history of Liverpool Football Club and the hidden gems that made our club what it is today. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most famous rooms in football, and it wasn't even on the pitch, it was under Anfield, tucked away behind the main stand, the boot room, a place that turned Liverpool into a dynasty, producing managers, leaders, and a philosophy that still defines the club today. The boot room wasn't some grand office or modern day tactics suite. It was literally a small room under the old main stand at Anfield where the players' boots were stored. Bill Shankly, who transformed Liverpool in the 1960s, turned it into the heart of the club's footballing brain. The boot room became a sanctuary where Shankly and his coaches would meet, drink tea, sometimes whiskey, and talk tactics late into the night. Bill Shankly always believed football was about community and knowledge. He didn't want one man to have all the answers. He wanted a group of football men who lived and breathed the game, who challenged each other, who argued, and who came up with solutions together. That was the boot room. Coaches like Bob Paisley, Joe Fagans, Ruben Bennett, and Ronnie Moran formed the inner circle. They weren't just staff, they were the foundation of Liverpool's rise. What makes the boot room legendary is what it produced. When Shankly retired in 1974, Bob Paisley stepped up. Some doubted him. He was quiet, reserved, and didn't even want the job at first. But under Paisley, Liverpool became unstoppable. 6 league titles, 3 European Cups, a UEFA Cup, a Super Cup, and 3 League Cups in just 9 years. He remains one of the most successful managers in football history. After Paisley came Joe Fagans, another boot room graduate. In 1984, he led Liverpool to a historic treble, the league title, the League Cup, and the European Cup. Then came Kenny Dalglish, who, while not a boot room coach, was deeply influenced by its culture and values. The boot room didn't just create managers, it created a dynasty. So why was the boot room so effective? Continuity. When one manager left, another stepped up, keeping the same philosophy. Unity. There was no ego. Every man contributed ideas. Tradition. Players, staff, and fans knew Liverpool stood for something bigger. It wasn't about stars or money, it was about values, loyalty, and belief. That's why Liverpool were able to dominate the 70s and 80s like no other English club. Sadly, in the 90s, modernisation came. Graham Souness, in an attempt to modernise Liverpool, ended the boot room era. He turned the famous room into a press room. To many fans, it was the symbolic end of Liverpool's golden age. But its lessons never really died. Even today, Liverpool's DNA carries the boot room spirit. The idea of continuity, of managers and staff passing down knowledge, is part of why the club has always felt different. From Shankly to Paisley, from Fagans to Dalglish, and even under Klopp to now Slot. The emphasis of philosophy, unity, and community calls the boot room. So next time you hear someone talk about the boot room, remember it wasn't just a space for boots, it was the heartbeat of Liverpool's rise, the classroom of legends, and the birthplace of a dynasty that conquered Europe. This has been LFC Fact File. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because we've got plenty more untold stories from Liverpool's past coming up. So, like I was saying in my Chelsea video, make sure that you like and leave a comment because it'll help other people see this. I think this series is going to be really good because I'm learning as I'm going along, and I want the younger generation to learn about the past. That's it for now. Take it easy.